Hello everyone, it's Miss Mullen here for another story time. This time I am at Ygnacio Valley Elementary School and I am going to read Sam and Dave Dig a Hole by Mac Barnett and John Klassen. This is one of my favorite books to read for kids, and I've met the authors before in real life. I'll see if I can post a picture of them that I took when I met them at a book signing, and they're very nice. Mac Barnett is a local author. He lives in Oakland. He's one of my favorites. This is Sam and Dave Dig a Hole. And you can see it has a medal here. It was given the Caldecott Honor Award, which was kind of like, it was one of the finalists for the honor for the Caldecott medal that year, but it didn't get it didn't win, but it came really close. And getting an honor is a really, it's a big deal as well for a book. So let's read Sam and Dave Dig a Hole. And I wanted to point out some things at the beginning. There's Sam and Dave. They are going to dig a hole. There's some kind of tulip. And the cat has a red collar, if you can see that. And the tree is an apple tree. Just remember those things in case you might need to know them later. On Monday, Sam and Dave dug a hole. When should we stop digging? Asked Sam. We're on a mission, said Dave. We won't stop digging until we find something spectacular. There's their hole. I wonder what they're going to find. They want to find something spectacular. I wonder what that might be. The hole got so deep that their heads were underground, but they still had not found anything spectacular. We need to keep digging, said Dave. Boys and girls, do you see anything spectacular in that picture? Something that maybe Sam and Dave aren't seeing? So they kept digging. I see something spectacular. They took a break. Dave drank chocolate milk out of a canteen. Sam ate animal cookies he had wrapped in their grandfather's handkerchief. Maybe, said Dave. The problem is we're digging straight down. Yes, said Sam, that could be the problem. I think we should dig in another direction, said Dave. Yes, said Sam, that's a good idea. Boys and girls, do you think they should continue digging straight down? Or should they dig in another direction? I have a new idea, said Dave. Let's split up. You really, said Sam. Just for a little while, said Dave. It will help our chances. I don't know. And oh, I want to show you the dog. Keep an eye on the dog. The dog is really cute. Sometimes I think the dog knows some things. So Sam went one way, or no, Dave went one way, and Sam went the other. Boys and girls, they're missing something, aren't they? And look at the dog. The dog he's aware. But they did not find anything spectacular. Maybe we should go back to digging straight down, said Dave. Do you see something big and spectacular in that picture, boys and girls? Yes, said Sam, that is a good idea. Oh my gosh, look at this one. And there's the dog. The dog knows. But Sam and Dave ran out of chocolate milk, but they kept digging. They shared the last animal cookie, but they kept digging. After a while, Sam sat down. "Dave," he said, "I am tired. I cannot dig any more." "I am tired too," said Dave. "We should take a rest." The dog is continuing. He smells something. What do you think he smells? Sam and Dave fell asleep. But there goes the dog. They fell asleep, boys and girls. Then Sam and Dave were falling. How is that possible? If they were in a hole that they dug in the ground, how are they falling now? Sam fell down, down, down. I'm sorry, Sam and Dave fell down, down, down. Until they landed in soft dirt. "Well," said Sam. "Well," said Dave. That was pretty spectacular. Boys and girls, look at the scene now. Do you remember what kind of tree that was there before? I think it was an apple tree, and now it looks like there's something else growing on it. The cat now has a blue collar, and look at the flower. The flower is not a tulip anymore. It looks like a daisy or something. And I forgot to mention, the weather vane is different too. In the previous picture, it was a chicken, and now it's a duck. So they went inside for chocolate milk and animal cookies. And look at the dog. He's got his bone. He's happy. But the dog and the cat are looking at each other. Perhaps to say, "I don't know you," or "Who are you?" And that's the end. Boys and girls, I want you to think about what happened to Sam and Dave. They were in a hole, and they fell asleep, and then they were falling. Could they be dreaming? Could they have dug to another side of the world, perhaps? We don't really know. There's no answers. So we just get to use our imagination and fill in the rest for what we think happened. All right. I hope you enjoyed that story. That's one of my favorites. It's not the same reading it without kids in the room, though, because usually kids get really excited when I get to this part. Anyway, thank you for reading with me. I enjoyed it. Till next time.